These people traded with the devil all their lives. This video describes the bitter fate of people who have to negotiate with the evil devil. Stay with me until the end of this video so that if this situation happens to you, you will know what the best decision is. In a small town in the south of the country, a poor family called the Williams lived. They lived in a small and empty house and always had financial problems. The head of the family, John Williams, was a simple worker and always tried to meet the needs of his family. The mother of the family, Mary, was always looking for a job that could help her family. The daughter of the family, Sarah, was always busy at home with painting and reading books. They made a deal with the devil. If one day this situation happens to you that you have to make a deal with the devil for something, try not to accept it, because it has nothing but mass death. Stay with me until the end of this video so I can tell you the bitter fate of these idiots. On a dark night, a strong wind began to blow and heavy rain started to fall. The Williams family was sitting in their house listening to the sound of the rain and wind. Meanwhile, the door of the house opened with a loud noise and a stranger entered the house. He had a candle and a chain tied to his hands in a strange way. His face was covered in shadow and no one could see his face. "I'm looking for something," said the stranger with a strange and scary voice. "What?" asked John with a frightened voice. "Something terrible, something you can't imagine. I'm looking for the soul of an evil child that is hiding in this house," the stranger replied. "Evil spirit? What is this?" asked the frightened mother of the family. "Don't you know? An evil spirit is a ghost seeking revenge. It's looking for someone who has hurt it. It's looking for a child who is hiding in this house. If you help me, we might be able to find it and get rid of it for good," said the stranger with a scary voice. The Williams family followed the stranger in search of the evil spirit. They gathered at the house of their friends, the Jones family, and the stranger told them the story of the evil spirit. The Jones family was also struggling with financial problems and realized that with the help of this stranger, they could find the evil spirit and discover a great fortune. The next day, the stranger showed the two families a strange map that showed where to go to find the evil spirit. They went to an old cabin in the woods that seemed to be empty. After entering the cabin, the stranger broke one of the walls with the chain tied to his hands, revealing a deep underground well. They went down the well using a rope and continued towards a dark and eerie tunnel. The tunnel led to a large dark room. They waited in the room for several hours and saw nothing. But after a few hours, a strange and terrifying voice was heard. "Who are you?" asked the evil spirit with a scary voice. "We're after you," replied the stranger with a harsh voice. "Have you hurt me?" asked the evil spirit with a scary voice. "No, we haven't hurt anyone," replied the stranger with a harsh voice. "Then why are you after me?" asked the evil spirit with a scary voice. "We're after a fortune that you possess," replied the stranger with a harsh voice. "Do you know that you're after something dangerous?" asked the evil spirit with a scary voice. "What is it?" asked the stranger with a harsh voice. "A danger that no one can imagine," replied the evil spirit with its terrifying voice. At that moment, the walls of the room began to shake, and the lights that the stranger had brought with him went out. The only candlelight that the evil spirit had was still burning. A sound like that of a wild wolf was heard from afar, and then the sound of footsteps approaching them was heard. Everyone in the room was trembling with fear, and a terrible fear was running through them. The father of the family and his daughter, Sarah, approached each other, and the mother of the family faced the evil spirit. The stranger was ready to defend himself with his chain tied to his hands. The sound of the wild panther's footsteps grew closer, and then a black-clad hunter with bloody eyes and sharp teeth entered the room. He attacked the evil spirit and quickly broke the stranger's chain. The other people in the room began to run towards the door, but it was locked tightly. The black-clad hunter attacked the evil spirit with his teeth, and in its extreme fear and terror, the evil spirit was defeated. He then attacked the Williams and Jones families. Everyone was defending themselves, and the father of the family attacked the hunter with the candle he had. The black-clad hunter attacked the candle with his teeth and extinguished it. In complete darkness, everyone in the room moved towards the door, attempting to open it, but it was still locked. The sound of the wild panther was heard again, and then the black-clad hunter with bloody eyes attacked them. Everyone fled towards the walls, and the hunter attacked the evil spirit. While the black-clad hunter was attacking the evil spirit, the sound of broken glass was heard, and the floor of the room turned white. The people in the room continued to fight, but something strange and unknown was happening. The black-clad hunter attacked the families again, and this time, he moved towards them with his hands. The father of the family, with the courage inside him, threw the candle he had towards the hunter. The candle hit the hunter's head with force and threw him back. At that moment, the walls of the room began to shake, and everyone in the room felt that something strange and unknown was happening. A sound was heard, as if coming from space, and then all the lights went out. In complete darkness, everyone in the room moved towards the door. The door was still locked and the black-clad hunter was still in the room. The sound of a wild panther was heard again, and then something strange and unknown happened in the room. The walls of the room began to crack and a large gap was created in the wall. Something black and large entered the room from the crack in the wall. Everyone in the room looked at it with fear and terror. The thing that entered the room was like a cloud covered in dust and debris. The black and large thing attacked the black-clad hunter with a wind-like sound and threw him into the air. Then it attacked the rest of the people and threw them all into the air. In the air, no one could move properly and everyone became dizzy. The black and large thing attacked the door and opened it with a simple move. Then it attacked the gap in the wall and went inside. Everyone in the room moved towards the opened door and followed the black and large thing with even more fear. Something strange and unknown happened inside the gap in the wall. The black and large thing attacked the Williams and Jones families and took them to an unknown place. In that place, there was no light and everyone was in complete darkness. The black and large thing attacked the evil spirit and threw him into the air. Then it attacked the Williams and Jones families and took them to a dark and scary land. In that land, no one could move properly and everyone was in complete darkness. The black and large thing attacked the black-clad hunter and threw him into the air. Then it attacked the Williams and Jones families and turned them into a terrifying creature. This creature was like a demon and had long teeth that could eat anything it wanted. Everyone felt in complete darkness that there was no way to escape. But at that moment, a beautiful song-like sound was heard. This song came from a distance and showed them the happiness and peace that everyone felt in complete darkness. Everyone moved towards the sound of the song and after a few moments, reached a bright light. This light was like a beam of light that was coming towards them. Everyone moved towards the light and finally reached a large gate. Inside the gate, everyone reached a large place that looked like a tall staircase. Everyone moved towards the stairs and drew it down. The tall stairs reached another gate where there was a very small light. Everyone moved towards the gate and looked inside it carefully. Another gate was seen that led to a large and peaceful courtyard. The gate opened with a sound like a necklace and everyone entered the courtyard. In the courtyard, green grass and beautiful gardens filled with colorful flowers. Everyone enjoyed the beauty of this courtyard and moved towards a large palace that was in the farthest point of this courtyard. The palace opened with a sound like a horn and everyone entered it. Inside the palace, everything was peculiar. The walls were decorated with animal skeletons and strange paintings were drawn on them. Everyone looked around in amazement and moved towards the palace's belongings. In one of the other rooms of the palace, there was a wooden box that was locked with a large key. Everyone looked at the box in amazement and tried to find a key to open it. After a few minutes, a key was found and the box was opened. Inside the box, there was a strange letter addressed to the William Drest family. The letter was written in the language of a creature that had invited the William family to a dangerous competition. Following this invitation, all members of the William family went after the competition. The competition consisted of several challenges that had to be overcome in order. The first challenge involved jumping off a tall bridge made of rocks. Everyone successfully completed this challenge. In the next challenge, they had to search for a lost treasure in a forest full of wild animals. All members of the William family successfully completed this challenge with their own effort and skill and moved on to the next challenge. In the next challenge, they had to search for a lost key in an old mine. This key was vital for opening the next gate. All members of the family managed to find the key through cooperation and joint effort and moved on to the next challenge. In the next challenge, they had to search for a special type of pipe in a dark cave. This pipe was vital for opening the next gate. All members of the family, using the candles they had with them, managed to find this pipe and moved on to the next challenge. The next challenge involved reaching a large gate that had to be opened using the key they had previously found. All members of the family successfully passed this challenge and moved on to the final challenge. In the final challenge, all members of the family reached a large room where a strange creature was waiting for them. The creature attacked the William family and killed them all. Only a short letter from the creature remained, in which it bid farewell to the William family and expressed regret. With the death of all members of the William family, this competition came to an end, and no one else was able to complete it. News of this competition and the death of the William family quickly spread throughout the world, and everyone was upset by the news. However, no one could understand the reason for this competition and the attack of this strange creature. Years later, a researcher named Jonathan Biden investigated this competition and tried to understand the reasons for the attack of this strange creature. After a while, Jonathan was able to find a great clue that helped his research. He found out that this strange creature was actually a demon seeking revenge. In the 17th century, the William family had mistakenly accused someone instead of the demon in a court case. This demon was seeking revenge and had organized this competition for this purpose. Jonathan Biden had to destroy this great clue according to his instructions and take revenge on the demon. However, due to a lack of sufficient information, he could not completely obtain this revenge and therefore always lived in fear of the demon. The story of the demon's attack on the William family has always remained as one of the scary and sad stories in history. But it has always remained whether this story was true or not. And if it was true, what other events happened in that competition that have not yet been investigated?